In this video, we are going to look at some of the news headlines over the past week or two in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, and how this is basically showing, in my opinion, that cryptocurrencies and digital assets are here to stay and are going to get much, much bigger. And that it basically confirms that what was happening the last week or two or three was just a giant amount of FUD, maybe coordinated, maybe manipulation for a lot of the bigger players to be able to get in at lower prices before the whole cycle is going to continue. And cryptocurrency prices, in my opinion, are going to go a lot higher, possibly this year, but in this bull run cycle. What's up, guys? Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, click the subscribe button below, smash the notification bell after you do, so you do get updates whenever I upload a new video. If you want me to send you an email so you don't miss every single piece of content, first link in the description below. Sign up there, you get on my email list, and I can notify you every time I upload a new video. Alright, so I just want to walk through a bunch of these headlines I've prepared here to really show you the bigger picture. So in my previous video that I uploaded, I just talked a little bit about the bigger picture, zooming out when you're in doubt. You know, we get this short-term volatility, and yes, Bitcoin drops 30, 40, 50, 60% sometimes, and of course in the short term that's crazy, but the upside of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is also just as crazy, much bigger potential upside than a downside. So it's an asymmetric bet. But always in these times of volatility and downside correction, it's very easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. So that previous video, if you haven't watched it yet, I'll link to it up here. But basically also look at what I'm about to show you. So we have, and this is all recent from the last week or 2 weeks, right? Billionaire Carl Icahn eyes potential $1.5 billion crypto investment. The activist investor said he believed cryptocurrency would endure, but not necessarily all the current digital. So of course there's a lot of garbage in the cryptocurrency space, but as an asset class it is here. And you can say US billionaire and one-time cryptocurrency skeptic Carl Icahn is contemplating a potential $1.5 billion investment in digital currencies. What do you think is going to happen if that gets announced? Remember what happened when Tesla announced $1.5 billion in Bitcoin? We had a huge pump to the upside. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, PayPal to let users send Bitcoin off of PayPal. This is a huge step in the growth of cryptocurrencies, because when PayPal announced, I think it was last year, that they were going to start allowing users to purchase cryptocurrencies on PayPal, that was already a huge step. This basically gives tens of millions, potentially hundreds of millions once it's all rolled out, of people all around the world the ability to purchase cryptocurrency in their PayPal account. Now, a big objection to this, of course, was, hey, if you buy it in PayPal, you can't take it off. You don't really own your crypto because not your keys, not your coins. Now, this changes everything, because if you can buy crypto on PayPal and you can actually withdraw it to a wallet that you control, that is awesome, and that really opens up the full potential of the 300 million plus users that PayPal has to be able to let them buy cryptocurrency, which adds a huge number of participants into the crypto industry and the ecosystem, into the space as a whole, in an easy way, as an easy on-ramp, because so many people have PayPal accounts, literally over 300 million people. So if there's an easy way to just buy it with your PayPal account, send it to a wallet you control, super awesome for adoption. Then we just have Apple that came out just yesterday saying they're looking for crypto experience in alternative payments. Okay, so obviously this is all still speculation. It's still very young, very early, but you can see Apple is looking to hire a business development manager with experience in the cryptocurrency industry to lead its alternative payments partnership program. Apple said candidates should have 5 years or more working in or with alternative payment providers. So basically the speculation here is that over time, potentially Apple could be adding cryptocurrency wallets native to all of the iPhones, and potentially even with a new update, a software update, they could actually have that installed on everyone's iPhone. So imagine that, hundreds of millions of users who could potentially just get crypto straight on their iPhones too. So for now it is still speculation, but it is being worked on. Okay, then we have this from Coin Bureau. He's basically saying, I don't think this is getting enough attention. On the 1st of July, new German legislation will allow institutional investment funds, called special funds, to allocate 20% to crypto assets. There is 1.8 trillion in these funds, so do the math. 20% of 1.8 trillion has the potential to now be invested into cryptocurrencies from July the 1st. That is absolutely massive. Then we're just continuing to see all sorts of money being raised by cryptocurrency startups VCs and funds are investing into the space, into the infrastructure to build it out, into the technology in absolute huge quantities. We're talking hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that is continuously being invested into the space. So what do you think is going to happen with so much capital and so much resources being deployed everywhere, and everyone is just building this out, and the adoption is just going to continue to increase? You can see Indonesian crypto exchange Pintu gets 6 million Series A, led by Pantera, Intudo, and Coinbase Ventures. Then we have more big news here. Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates, billionaire, he would rather own Bitcoin than a bond, in a recorded interview that was presented at Consensus by a CoinDesk event. So you can see over here, Ray Dalio, I have some Bitcoin. The billionaire hedge fund boss sees an inflationary future where cash is trash and Bitcoin cashes on as a store of wealth. He still doubts governments will tolerate it. But you can see how more and more billionaires and more funds are starting to open up to Bitcoin and digital assets and cryptocurrencies. Now, we're a long way away from that mass adoption. We've come a long way from how Bitcoin used to be perceived even just a few years ago. Now it's literally not questionable anymore that this is legitimate and it has a future. You can even see over here, Bitcoin is officially a new asset class, Goldman Sachs says. This was published literally 3 days ago, Monday, May 24th. So again, billionaires, funds, banks, institutions, they're all coming out and they're saying digital assets are here to stay. I have some Bitcoin, I'm investing in Bitcoin. VCs are investing mass amounts of money, like I just said. It's nuts, right? We can see over here, ARK Invest buys $20 million worth of Bitcoin. They published this on May 24th. So again, that's 3 days ago. ARK Invest, a hedge fund focused on innovative developments, purchased Bitcoin worth almost $20 million, according to a US SEC file. Then we have over here, so ARK Investments, the same who invested the $20 million. Kathy Wood believes Bitcoin will rally to $500,000 and says the mining sector is increasingly embracing renewable energy. Doesn't mean that's going to happen this year. It might take several years to be able to get there. But again, these projections are being made by funds, by very smart people. It's not just some guy on social media, on YouTube or on Twitter being like, hey, Bitcoin's going to the moon. These are completely legitimate, very smart, very well educated, very well informed people who are making these kind of predictions. Fidelity's Bitcoin fund has raised more than $100 million. In August 2020, the Fidelity-backed Wise Origin Bitcoin Index Fund went public, and 9 months later, the passively managed fund has raised approximately $102 million from investors. That is absolutely huge. And again, it's just one of many funds that are raising money here for crypto. You can see over here, WhiteStar Capital launches a new $50 million crypto and blockchain fund backed by BPI France and Ubisoft. WhiteStar Capital, better known as a VC firm, which in its time has backed the likes of Dig, LaunchRock, Miro, Sumly, and Tier, big tech companies and platforms, among others, is moving into the hot world of crypto and blockchain with a new $50 million digital asset fund. Okay, so there's so much money going into the space. It's absolutely crazy. Here, a $8.6 billion IT firm, Globant, revealed they own Bitcoin as an institutional buyer. Now, it is only $500,000 worth, so for $8.6 billion into $500,000 worth of BTC, but still, even as a nominal amount, it's not billions or anything like that, but still they are, as a public company, buying Bitcoin and making that public, 500,000. What do you think is going to happen as more and more companies, public companies, are going to start buying Bitcoin with part of their holdings or their treasury or part of their investment or management plans? Even if it is 500,000 or a million or 5 million or 10 million at a time, combine that or multiply that by hundreds, thousands, maybe tens of thousands of companies around the world, and add in the fact that Bitcoin is scarce and there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. What do you think is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? It's absolutely going to explode. When demand exceeds supply, the price has to go up. That is basic economics. Coinbase Institutional is proud to announce the unveiling of our new Prime offering, again, 2 days ago. Coinbase Institution has become a mainstay for sophisticated investors and institutions that invest in digital assets. MicroStrategy, they bought all of their Bitcoin from Coinbase, if I'm not mistaken. So again, Coinbase is the place, and as they're opening up custody and access to institutions, this allows more and more money to flow into crypto. Goldman starts Coinbase coverage with a buy rating, sees more than 30% gain, and this is specifically about the shares for Coinbase, so not cryptocurrency in general. But again, Goldman is giving them a good rating, so again, that's more positivity, more focus on the crypto industry and the crypto space. Dubai makes another major move to push for more crypto adoption. So again, just all these different angles showing, there's investment in VCs, there's investment in infrastructure, there's funds raising money, there's mass, funds, billionaires and everyone basically saying, hey, they own some, Bitcoin is going to be the future, and so on and so forth. And then we're also starting to see countries, cities starting to open up and become hubs and supporting technology in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And Dubai, it really seems like it is becoming a hub, like a center for cryptocurrency. I know a lot of people who are in the crypto space, whether it's influencers or startups or funds, all setting up shop in Dubai. So that's one of the things. Then we have here Nebraska to become the second US state to formalize a charter for Bitcoin-centric banks behind Wyoming. So again, massive progress in the form of compliance. So Ernst & Young announces it is investing $100 million into targeting enterprise DeFi with its latest suite of blockchain analyzer products. So that's what I'm saying. Literally hundreds of millions, probably billions of dollars is going into all sorts of infrastructure, startups, and to grow the technology. And with this much money flowing in, this much resources, this much influence and capital working on building out the crypto space and the digital asset space, in my mind, over the long run, over the next 5-10 years, this is going to get much bigger, in my opinion. Another little example here, Credo raises $11 million to decentralize crypto custody. I mean, literally hundreds of millions of dollars are being raised into startups to grow out the space. And even here, DBS, private banks, a huge bank in Asia, they launched their Asia's first bank-backed trust offering for cryptocurrencies to allow its private banking clients to invest in Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and XRP. And you can see over here, that was literally just about 2 weeks ago. So just a quick run through of all the headlines. I know I ran through this pretty fast, but basically to keep it nice and simple and quick for you guys to see and absorb all of this as a big picture, this space is booming. It's about to get much bigger over the coming years, in my opinion. If you see all of this, it is really hard to be bearish on cryptocurrency. Sure, there's short-term volatility, there's fluctuations, price drops 30, 40, 50, 60%. That's part of the volatility as this asset class is growing and going into the trillions, maybe even tens of trillions of dollars in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, smash the like button. It does help the video and the channel get out to more people. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe below, click the notification bell, get on my email list. First link in the description below so I can continue to update you as this develops, as it grows, as I continue to upload new content. So first link in the description there. And if you have any thoughts that you want to share with us, please do leave a comment. I read all of them personally and I try and reply to every single comment personally. So thanks for watching, guys. Zoom out when in doubt. The big picture looks absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Peace.